Hi all, I have this OneTigris twig-burning camping stove, which I've used maybe a dozen times or so in total. I really quite like it. It's very simple to use, it weighs about half a kilo to carry, it's compact and it can fit in a pocket, but on YouTube and elsewhere it's received some fairly negative reviews. Now some of these reviews are for a justified reason, but I wonder, to be honest, how many are organic and how many are due to the fact that OneTigris is a fairly new Chinese brand, challenging some fairly well-established brands already in the market. Set it up, you take out the pieces, which are about 1/2 mil thick stainless steel, and you can actually see some of these pieces are a bit warped from heat. So you take the back piece and a side piece, slot them together, and then another side piece, slot it in. Then you have the bottom shelf, which is a heat shield, and the middle shelf, which supports the fire. They both slot into the back and the two sides, and here you're starting to see some of the issue, which is that because the piece is so warped, it's quite hard to line up some of these slots. And then the front piece slots on and keeps the whole thing together. Now at this stage, none of the 4 slots line up well, and it can be fiddly to do, especially if you're cold or, if you're trying to get this set up in a hurry. That's it done. It stands up and you feed in twigs through these 2 holes into the fire in the middle. Depending on the size of pan, you can use these pan stands across the top of it, which simply give you extra supports, and again, are sometimes quite difficult to get in on the slots. Like so. So most of the reviews I've seen focus on the fact that the holes for feeding twigs in are quite small, and that these slots are quite difficult, quite fiddly to put together. To be honest, these holes I found good. I found a good size. They take sticks up to about the size of my thumb, and you can put in long sticks, maybe 2 feet long, with just the ends sticking into the fire and continually feed them in. You just break whatever dry sticks you can find and use them. The other bit of feedback is legitimate, it's difficult to assemble, so what I'm going to do is very slightly open up the base of each of these slots with a triangular file or similar, and then show you again whether it's easier to put together or not. That's the pieces modified, and all I've done is open up the very, very top of these slots to about 2 or 3 millimeters wide in each case. Okay, as you can see, that simple modification made it incredibly easy to assemble. That said, it's the sort of thing that should have happened from the factory, so OneTigris should really have applied these lead-ins, and I noticed that on their upgraded stove, which is a little bit bigger and has sort of weird pumpkin face carved onto it, it does have lead-ins, the edges roll rounded, so they've obviously learned from it to some extent in their upgraded stove.